First grade, today we are taking a look at our sums of 10. Those are our new adding facts, sums of 10. When you have two addends and you put them together, you need to have a total of 10. So what it's actually doing here today is giving you a blank so that you have a chance to think in your head what the other addend is going to be. So what I actually did is I grabbed out my red folder, which I suggest that you grab yours out as well. And we're just going to need to look at this top row today. And so there's two different ways that you can look at this. You can say, for instance, 3 plus something is 10. You can start at the 3 and you can work your way until you get to 10, counting how many squares you had to move. Or you can start at your sum, at your answer, and you can go back however many is that you already know, in this case 3, and it would say 7. Okay, so either way you'll get the same answer. It's just whatever you feel is best for you. So we'll go through a couple of these together, and then you're going to have a chance to work. 8 plus something is 10. Now 8 and 10 are pretty close to each other, so I think it's easier to go ahead and just count up until I get to 10. 1, 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Something plus 4 is 10. I'm going to start at 4 and I'm going to count until I get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. You can start at 6 and count 4 more to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 plus what is 10? Start at 5 and count till you get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something plus 1 is 10. See, 1 and 10 are really far away from each other. So here I'm going to start at 10. I'm just going to go back one spot. 1. And that gave me 9. Check it. 9 and 1 more make 10. Yes, it does. What I'd like you to do is follow that same rule and go ahead and finish filling out your addition facts here. On the back side is a reminder of the plus the sums of 10 facts. Now, a lot of those facts we've looked at already, and you would know if you saw them. But 3 plus 7, 7 plus 3, 4 plus 6, and 6 plus 4, those are the new facts that we have not looked at yet. So make sure over the next couple of days that you are practicing them. Practice them in writing, practice them by just saying them. The more that you do that, the easier it'll be for you. When you're done with the sheet can stay at home for you to practice your facts throughout the week. Right. Today I wanted to give us a chance to do a little bit of practice on some of the pieces that are on this sheet. And so we're not going to do all of the sheet, but I do want to do some of it with you. So can you please go ahead and make sure that your name is on it? And the date today is October 23rd, 2020. Go ahead and put your name on it. We do have a couple that we are going to do. Okay, so you're going to need to have a red, a blue, and a yellow crayon. If you don't have a crayon, you could use a colored pencil. I'm going to use a colored pencil because I do not have a crayon right now. But you will need red, blue, and yellow. Crayon or colored pencil. Okay, we are going to do number 1 because ordinal position is not something that's ever going to go away for you, and so I want you to be able to use the resources you have appropriately. It says, what is the 5th day of the week? So what I'd like you to do is actually grab out your red folder that you have been storing your things in. You should have math morning meeting worksheet in there, unless you've already finished your calendar for today. You have your lesson worksheets in here. You should have your baggie with the with your fractions in it. Okay, that should also be in your baggie. And so sometimes though you need to be able to take those things out to be able to see the other resources or move them around as you need. And that's okay. Just don't forget to put them back in when you're done, okay? If your math meeting worksheet is done for the week, because you already did calendar from today, go ahead and make sure that it's in your Friday folder. This is an old one that I used just for example. But what I want you to actually see right now is the inside cover of your math, because you can see that you have the days of the week at the top and you have the months of the year right here. And today the first question actually says, what is the 5th day of the week? Well, here's our days of the week. We need the 5th day of the week. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So the 5th day of the week is Thursday. 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 And then it says, what day of the week was it yesterday? What was yesterday? Wow, today is Friday. Today is Friday, October 23rd. And if today is Friday, what day of the week was yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday. So we actually have to write the same answer twice. Okay. And then the last question says, what is the 11th month of the year? And so I'm going to come over here. And I can see 11th month of the year. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. The 11th month of the year is November. So I need to write November. November, November. Okay. I want to go through number 2 with you. It says, use a red crayon to trace the horizontal line segments in these letters, a blue crayon to trace vertical line segments, and a yellow to trace the oblique. So we're going to start with red. Red for horizontal. Remember that horizontal goes straight across. Okay, those are horizontal lines. So we need to find all of our horizontal lines. There's one here in the A. There's one at the top of the T. You can see why crayon works better, can't you? And you can trace the middle of the H. We have to use a blue crayon to trace the vertical line segments. Remember that vertical goes straight up and down. So M has 2. A does not have any. Those are going to be oblique. T has 1, goes straight down, and H, both sides of the H. And then the yellow to trace the oblique. Remember, oblique is going to go at an angle, either this way or this way. So the middle parts of the M, those are oblique. A and T and H don't need any. Okay. We are looking at the sums of 10 today in our facts, so I'm not going to take a look at that right now. But what I would like is for you to look at the bottom with the money. It says, how much money is 6 dimes? Remember that each dime is going to be worth how much money? Right, each dime is going to be worth 10 cents. So I have to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So how much money is 6 dimes? 60 cents. Now it says how much money is 54 pennies? Remember that each penny is worth 1 cent. So 54 pennies is the same thing as 54 cents. And then it says circle the one that is worth more. Which is worth more, the 6 dimes or the 54 pennies? 6 dimes is worth more. It's less coins that you have to carry around, but the coins are worth more. 60 cents is more than 54 cents. What I'd like you to do for me is I would like you, please, to do number 2 and number 5. on the back. So if you could circle number 2 and number 5 and just do those 2 problems for me and send it back to school, I would like to just take a look at those, please. When you're done with that, make sure it gets back into that Friday folder.